watch these dates in the month of September. I have all the details and the important dates I want to point out for you right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Alright, now in this video, I'm going to be pointing out several very important dates throughout the entire month of September that we certainly want to watch very closely because some of these dates will be distributing money, some of these dates will be encompassing a very important announcement, and some of these dates will be encompassing a very important deadline. Therefore, there's a lot going on in the month of September, so let's jump into it right away and talk through all of these dates one at a time. But really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video so you don't miss any updates going forward during this very busy time as things are changing very rapidly and there's a lot going on right now, especially when it comes down to all of these new bills, pieces of legislation, reform, money, benefits, programs, checks, stimulus, and similar things that continue to pop up right here, right now. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Feel free to share this video with your friends, family, social media, and of course, when you get done watching this one, feel free to go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos right here on the channel. Alright, thanks again. Let's jump into it and discuss all the details throughout the entire month of September and what all of these key dates are. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so first off, I just want to throw this out there. In some of these dates, I may have already repeated this in a separate video, but it all encompasses within the month of September. Therefore, I'm going to throw it all into the mix here, and I have probably 7, 8, maybe 9 dates that I want to point out for you as we have a very busy month ahead of us. Alright, so let's jump through all these details. Number 1 is September 1st. For those of you that are receiving SSI, Supplemental Security Income, this is when you're going to be receiving your first payment for the month of September. The 1st of September is landing on a Thursday, therefore there should be no interruption to the distribution of your payment, and you should be getting it on that day. So watch your Direct Express card, watch your bank account, wherever you happen to get your check, you'll be getting it on Thursday, September 1st. Next is Friday, September 2nd. This is the first Friday of the month, and this is the date that the non-farm payroll or the jobs number is going to be released. Now, this number is always released on the first Friday of the month at 8:30 a.m. East Coast time, and we'll be getting it on that day for the month of August. So we'll have to learn how many jobs were created, how many jobs were lost, what is the unemployment rate doing. We're going to get all that data coming out on Friday, September 2nd. So that's a very important number right there that we want to watch very closely because that's also what Congress is watching, that's what the administration is watching, that's what virtually everybody is watching because it gives us a pulse on what is the unemployment rate doing, what is the job market doing, and are jobs being created or are jobs being lost. So I'll keep you posted on that as well. Now, let's quickly talk about Monday, September 5th, and that happens to be Labor Day. So basically nothing other than Labor Day. So please enjoy it. It's going to be a nice holiday, and I hope you can relax on that day and just enjoy the time. So that is the day. Next, let's fast forward all the way out until September 13th. Now, this is going to be another very, very, very important day. This is the day in which the inflation data for the month of August is going to be released. This is represented by the CPI, Consumer Price Index. Now, this number is also released once per month, and this is going to be coming in for the previous month, which happens to be August, obviously. So we'll be getting the inflation data for the month of August on the morning of September 13th, and that's going to be a really big one. Realistically, over the last several years, realistically almost forever, the most important data point that was always released each and every month was the jobs report on the first Friday of the month, like we just talked about. However, as of recently, the last year or so, the most important reading that is coming out, the most important data point is now the CPI, the inflation data. It is hot, hot, hot lately, right? I think all of us completely agree. As I've been talking about this here over the last several months, inflation is on an absolute tear right now. So this is something we got to watch very closely because we need to understand what is this thing going to do? Is it finally going to eclipse 10, 11%? What's going on here, right? This is unbelievable what this inflation is doing. But anyway, the morning of September 13th, again, 8:30 a.m. East Coast time, they will be releasing this number, and that's going to be a very, very big one. So, of course, I'll continue to keep you posted on that as well. Next, let's go out to September 14th, which happens to be the very next day, and it is Wednesday. This will be the date in which those of you receiving Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, any of these benefits who typically receive your benefit on the second Wednesday of the month, because your birthday lands between the 1st and the 10th of the month, this is when you're going to get your payment. The 14th, this is the second Wednesday of the month. Therefore, this is when your payment will be distributed. So watch your bank account, watch your Direct Express card, watch wherever you typically get your payment, and you'll be getting it on that day, which is Wednesday, September 14th. Now, let's go all the way out until September 21st. Now, this is again another Wednesday. There's a couple different things that are happening on this day. Number one, let's quickly talk about Federal Reserve. Yes, the Federal Reserve will be wrapping up their two-day meeting on Wednesday, September 21st. So this is a very important one. They have their FOMC meeting every 6 weeks, and this is the next one that they will be having, and they're going to be wrapping it up on Wednesday, and they're going to be coming out letting us know what are they doing with interest rates. Are they continuously moving forward aggressively raising interest rates? Are they going to maybe pause? Are they going to slow down? Are they going to get even more aggressive? Again, we'll have to see. That is going to be another very, very important day with that announcement out of the Federal Reserve and what they're doing with interest rates. And we know that as of recently, they continue to raise interest rates very, very aggressively. So we'll have to see what they do with this one. Are they going to continue on the same trajectory to get ahead of this inflation, or what they think anyway? Or are they going to slow things down? Again, only time will tell, but we will get that announcement out of the Federal Reserve on Wednesday, September 21st. Next, on the same day, which is September 21st once again, is the third Wednesday of the month, and this is for those people that receive Social Security, SSDI, survivor's benefits, or any of these fixed income benefits where you receive your benefit on the third Wednesday of the month. Now, if your birthday lands between the 11th and the 20th of the month, then you'll be getting your payment on this day, which happens to be the third Wednesday of the month. Again, September 21st, and it is a Wednesday. So keep an eye on that as well. Watch your bank account, watch your Direct Express card, wherever you happen to get your payment, you should be getting it then. Next, let's go all the way out until Wednesday, September 28th. Now, this one is going to be the fourth Wednesday of the month, and this one is going to indicate when those of you, again, receiving those fixed income benefits that I just mentioned a few seconds ago, this is when you're going to be getting your payment if your birthday lands between the 21st and the 31st of the month. So watch this day as well. This is for those of you with the birthday that has landed, that has laid out for you right there, and that's when you're going to get your payment, which is the fourth Wednesday of the month, September 28th. So watch your Direct Express cards, watch your bank account. That's when you should be getting your payment. Now let's go out to the last day of the month, which happens to be September 30th and Friday. What's going on with this day? This is going to be the end of the fiscal year. This is a pretty big one because on Saturday, which happens to be October 1st, we're then going to be moving into the next fiscal year, the 2023 fiscal year for the federal government. So when we close up the fiscal year for this year, the 2022 fiscal year, which ends at the end of the day on September 30th, then we go into the new fiscal year right away on Saturday morning, which happens to be October 1st. Again, it's very important because there's a lot of different things that this actually indicates going forward, including some of the privileges with Congress, within reconciliation, and all kinds of different things. That's kind of the key date that we need to watch going forward, right? So anyway, as you can see here, there's a lot going on. September is a very busy month, which one quick side note, I want to throw this out there so that there's no confusion and so that we're all on the same page here with this. All those dates that I laid out as far as all the distributions for Social Security and SSDI, retirement, survivors, SSI, all of these monthly benefits, all of these are your regular monthly benefit. This is not a stimulus check. This is not a monthly check. This is not some special payments of some kind. This is just your regular monthly benefit. So I wanted to point that out for you because it's just within the calendar that I like to watch here and all the different events that are going on throughout the entire month. And these are some of the dates that I wanted to point out for you because I do know that a lot of you here in the community do receive some of these fixed income benefits. So therefore, it's a very important time to watch. And of course, we want to know what these dates are as far as when these payments will be distributed. So I hope that kind of makes sense, but those are the dates that we need to watch throughout the entire month of September. And as always, I'm sure as we continue to work our way through the month, there'll be plenty other dates that pop up throughout the course of the month and more dates that we'll need to add to this list, but this is the dates that I want to point out for you as of right now. These are the ones that I want to watch going forward because there's probably going to be some pretty big things going on here, and we already know that September is going to be very important. We'll have to see what happens here, but as always, as I say, I'll continue watching everything, and of course, I'll bring it to you in these short videos to help you out in any way that I possibly can, and of course, keep you updated with what is actually going on. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos right here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the next video. And as always, leave your comments, questions, and feedback down below as well. All right, thanks again. I'll catch you later in the next video.